Diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives and policies on college and university campuses across Texas could soon be banned.
The House approved a bill just this afternoon that could have really a wide-ranging impact. And our Jayla Washington is joining us live in studio now to talk all about this. So what exactly will this look like for higher education moving forward?
And guys, we're talking about Senate Bill 17, and it makes it so that universities can't have or maintain diversity, equity, and inclusion offices. So that means no employees of any sort there will be no employees who focus on this. So now the question is, how will this impact those jobs and even campuses that have worked really hard on being more inclusive for years? This was the moment over the weekend that moved Texas closer to banning DEI initiatives on college campuses.
There have been 83 hours and 16 days.
And that was despite pushback from some Democrats who feel it'll do more harm than good.
This legislation unravels the investment that this legislature has made to public colleges over generations. Diversity is not a threat.
DEI is not a mandate. The department itself simply offers the opportunity for people in this state to have a better understanding of the institution, saying that we are inclusive, you are welcome.
Republican State Rep John Kemple created the bill. It bans consideration of a person's race, gender, or sexual orientation in the hiring process. It also prevents someone from not getting a job because of their beliefs. And the bill does away with DEI offices altogether. So what does that mean for DEI employees' jobs?
As a result of the implementations of this legislation, is offered reassignment to a position of similar pay at the institution.
Some UT DEI employees who may be affected did weigh in on potential impacts before the bill passed.
There could be a chilling effect. There could be potential issues with recruiting students.
How much are we looking at potentially losing in terms of grant dollars?
Within the context of engineering, about 80% of the grants we submit require some activity to broaden participation and bringing people from historically excluded communities.
The bill does require the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board to study the impact of it yearly.
Why on earth would we fund a pro-DEI study of our universities when we're trying to get rid of DEI? We want to judge people by the content of their character, not the color of their skin.
Now, again, this bill does require an annual study on how it impacts universities and for the board to make recommendations. That was an amendment added after hearing concerns raised by opponents of the bill.
All right, Jayla, thank you so much. And going in depth on this, the NAACP has issued a travel advisory for Florida, warning that the state is, quote, openly hostile toward African Americans, people of color, and LGBTQ individuals. The civil rights organization said the advisory is in direct response to Governor Ron DeSantis, whose administration blocked an AP African American Studies course from being offered in Florida high schools. The NAACP called it an aggressive attempt to, quote, erase black history and to restrict diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. The advisory noted that DeSantis has also signed, quote, various controversial anti-civil rights measures into law.